right, so we are what? We're in the home stretch of 2022. We're coming around the corner. We're finishing up October here. November is going to start season 1 content for the Casual Wrestling Channel, but I think it may be a little bit too early because there's still some good wrestling to be had. But I always think it's fun to kind of take a look back and visit the year that was. And something I wanted to do was I want to talk about my match of the year contenders for 2022 so far. And I sat down when I came up with this idea, and I sat down and I wrote down and I looked at match gradings from a bunch of different people. And I really tried to come up with my 5 favorite matches that I've watched this year. One thing that I can tell you from this list, I am extremely biased because it's all WWE. Okay. That's just what I enjoy. I'm not saying these are the best wrestling matches. I'm saying these are the Notorious Nerdy D favorite wrestling matches that I've watched this year. My match of the year contenders so far. And I want to just kind of take a step back and talk about it with you and see what your thoughts are on this list. The first match, and there's a little recency bias when it comes to this, and that's Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash at the Castle. To me, one of my favorite matches of all time at this point. The physicality in that match was insane. I've never watched a match that I think I got invested in so quickly without a backstory. I mean, did you enjoy that match?
I did, actually.
I thought that to me, the whole Imperium and Brawling Brutes situation was phenomenal. I almost put on my list, it just didn't quite make the list, was the Imperium versus Brawling Brutes. There was a Donnybrook match that was phenomenal on SmackDown. There was the Extreme Rules match between them. But I kind of told you earlier, I like to, if I'm going to make a match of the year list, I take the culminating match of that feud. And I think that this was really the Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash at the Castle was the apex of their whole feud. Then I have, which is interesting, being sick and being able to watch Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc was a phenomenal event.
Really?
From start to finish. I've watched a few NXT premium live events and never been overly impressed. This one from start to finish, if someone hasn't watched that and you're even a fan of NXT, watch that event. That thing was from start to finish. The energy, normally a wrestling event can't just have fucking energy from start to finish. This thing was they started the show, they put their foot on the gas pedal, and they rode that thing straight from beginning to end. From fucking.
I need to go back and watch it then.
And I have this Halloween Havoc ladder match that was won by Wes Lee as actually one of my matches of the year.
Damn.
That's how good I thought that ladder match was and how exciting it was. And from that match, they put the gas down all the way till Braun Breaker's title match. It just like, there was an ambulance match that was fucking phenomenal. Mandy Rose's match was good. It was just, from start to finish, to me, that was one of the best premium live events. Doesn't matter WWE or NXT that I've seen in a long, long time. So that's on my list. That Halloween Havoc ladder match. It was Wesley won it. I don't even know all the guys' names, is what's so funny.
I mean, well, it must have been really freaking awesome for it to make the list.
It was awesome. I mean, it was just that was a ladder match. It made me go, Bianca Belair and Bayley's ladder match at Extreme Rules, while it was good, this is what a ladder match is supposed to be. Ladder matches are designed, number one, for multiple people, not just for 2 people.
Okay.
They're much better when there's multiple components going on. When there's 4, 5, 6 people in the ring, to me, a ladder match is more fun that way. When it's one-on-one, there's like only so much you can do one-on-one from stopping the other person to get up to the top of the ladder.
I agree.
Another match that I want to talk about is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And I'm talking specifically Hell in a Cell. But like you said, there's 2, 3 matches between these guys that were fully capable of making this list. But the one at Hell in the Cell, when he removes the jacket, the purple titty. The purple titty was like, I remember I can put myself back on the couch watching that event and cringing.
I agree. I was just about to say, to me, a great memorable match to me is when I cringe because it feels so believable.
There's emotion. Yeah.
Yes.
You're invested. You're invested, and you know it's wrestling, and you know it's scripted, and you know it's not real.
That shit looked like it hurt. So
exactly. We were sitting there going, that has to hurt.
Yeah.
That has to hurt. And so to me, that was my thing with, I talked about last week, the Riddle and Rollins feud kind of ending flat. Mm-hmm. I think it's in direct comparison to how Cody and Seth ended their program.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but I could definitely see that.
Next on my list is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. This one, to me, beyond the fact that this match was Triple H's kind of first masterpiece, mm-hmm. whether or not he was in charge of it, he gets the credit. That was where he took over. That was his baby. SummerSlam, where Bayley came back and Becky turned face. We got a lot of things. The ship started turning in the right direction. This match to me was doomed to fail, right? I think we talked about going. I think there's a video of me. I get comments all the time of people going, "This didn't age well." Which,
yeah.
Fuck you guys. Half the shit I say doesn't age well because I'm making predictions. But there was a video of me saying that WWE is not excited about SummerSlam, right? Because here we go. It's a repeat of WrestleMania. And I think we were sold so heavy at WrestleMania that this is it. This is the battle between Roman and Brock. This is the final showdown. And then it was like 3 months later, they're going, we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
And we all were kind of like, what is left to tell in this story that you haven't told? And then fucking Tractors. Brock Lesnar puts a tractor under the ring and lifts it up, and you get this insane finish, and you get this conqueror of Roman Reigns that really kind of took him another notch up.
Yeah, I was so mad.
I remember. But once again, that's investment, right?
Yes.
That was investment, and that was me holding up the one because I was a Roman Reigns guy. And but to me, that match, like, this has been a good year for WWE. When you really look back at it, and that's why I say I get it. I'm admitting it openly. I'm biased because I'm sure there's been great AEW matches. They just don't interest me. Like they just don't. Like CM Punk and Moxley never interested me. I know that CM Punk and MJF, like, people got behind. It never really interested me. I never got behind it. So my fifth match is Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte at WWE Backlash. Ooh. I thought this was kind of the culmination of me coming into going, I get Charlotte. I understand Charlotte. I like Charlotte now. Yeah. I didn't like Charlotte. And I saw all of that. It was that, and then the interview with Stone Cold that really set me over the top because I saw her. She put Ronda over. Her and Ronda got to tell her story for as bad of a match as I thought they had at WrestleMania, because I thought their WrestleMania match was garbage.
I forgot. Did she ever comment on that?
Yes. She says that she was upset that, like, that was the match they had. The match they had at Backlash, I think, was what they wanted to do.
And why didn't they do it at WrestleMania? What exactly
Probably,
happened?
I'm going to guess there's time constraints. I'm going to guess that, like, sometimes stipulation, like if they go, we want to have an I Quit match, and WWE's like, we don't need an I Quit match on this card.
Okay.
Right? So just like circumstances could go, no, you guys have 15 minutes or 12 minutes to go wrestle. And you're not going to use weapons, and you're not going to. That's probably what they were told. They were probably pissed off. They did the best they could with what they had. I think at one point they thought they were main eventing. Then they end up not main eventing, right? Yeah. So a lot of shit went into that. But they 100% made up for it at Backlash.
Definitely.
100%.
For sure.
And that's, to me, those are my five. At this point, right now, if you ask me, I have to pick my match of the year. It's Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I think that I tell you, the Gunther and Sheamus, pure wrestling, no gimmick needed, was a great match. Halloween Havoc was fun, but it's
that would be the purple titty.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I just think that there were so many elements. I think that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are fucking specimens.
Yeah.
And if you think, even from the beginning where Brock rose himself up through the microphone and Roman doesn't even fucking flinch, he just fucking catches it. Like, I think there was so many elements in that match that it was not supposed to be good.
But it was amazing.
I mean, to me, it's my match of the year. But it wasn't. Like, everything about me told me that match shouldn't have been good.
Yeah.